the shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the Cuban chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boo, ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the door, he Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stand on her till I...
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Lions.
And it's all up next on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gordon, and we have arrived at the start of another NFL season. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the seventh-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion.
Certainly a different set of circumstances awaited Jared Goff in Detroit last season after his trade from Los Angeles. He made what he could out of them and managed 3 wins on a rebuilding Lions team. They should improve this year behind Goff after an offseason where they made considerable investments in order to try and improve this backcourt.
Finding space at the 40, still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well. First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down now, it's Gibbs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Lions are going to take the 3-0 lead. Well, season probably a lot of factors into that first drive of week 1 and didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes in. The preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. So the new weapon just picked up via the train, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 on the throw.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas got it from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Cheat code offense.
Here's gone. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep their receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Goff on first down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To throw is gone. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They fact he can win every battle.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there. They forced the incompletion.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for these converted.
The positive right there. 2 for 2, points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And now before the ball changes hands, take a look at it just to make sure.
Another day in the eye.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Only able to get it. 1 yard to go on third down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This is caught. It's Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Swift again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made and back to 4. 2 runs in the row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
and this time he is in. DeAndre Swift, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the first 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his 2nd year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now gone. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You can score, fellas. Let's go. Make something happen. Come on. Big play. Get in there. 20%.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Oh, boys, you got this.
Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Goff on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. He's hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on 1st down. It hurts. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a great job there. Mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, they'll even try to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Montgomery, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Swift going to try up the middle. From here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready?
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On first down, it's gone. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 31, Goff. Montgomery, another target and catch. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at that.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. To throw is gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out now come the Lions.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Gone. Forced and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Hurts.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Call that a gain of 11.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
And they're going to speed things up here.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Penny. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl